1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's go!
Yay, that was fun.
Beaming to you from the Plastic Microphone Studios, deep in the heart of Cajun country, this is F5 from Fans, bonus episode, now new and improved with video. I'm your host, Hulk Boy from Hollywood himself, Jamie Ray, and I welcome you to this episode. Today, we have a very special guest, the first of a few that we're going to be showing to you this week, that all center around the Lake Charles Film and Music and Film Festival. I got to get those right because that's alphabetical. And so to start us all off, I have invited a personal friend of the show. You'll remember Patrick was on episode 10 when we talked about sci-fi and action TV episodes. And then on episode 24, where we talked about Chuck Norris. Welcome back to the show, Patrick Bennett. How are you doing, sir?
Great, man. Thank you so much for inviting me back.
Oh, man, it is.
I kind of ruined it that last time. Remember when you said no more?
Well, you know, I was mad, but you've got a shirt and pants on now, so it's fine, you know?
Sure. Yeah,
So today, it's all about you, sir. I am so excited to be even just a little bit of a part of this. I'm looking forward to seeing the first of hopefully many film festivals of yours in the future, but I already feel like I've missed out like 9 years of it. So today,
every year, man, you
I
say
know.
you're gonna be there and you don't show.
I never show.
That's why we started calling you No Show Jamie.
That's it. I wondered why. I thought maybe it was because I didn't have the underwear
NSJ!
lines. So there's so many questions I want to ask you about this. So first of all,
Fire away, sir.
what is the Lake Charles Music Film Festival?
All right. When we started, we're calling it the Lake Charles Film Festival.
Okay.
And then we just show independent films from all over the country. They're submitted. It is a competition. We have judges that look at all of them and rate them, and then we give out trophies at the actual event.
Okay.
And then, like our second or third year, we started adding bands and having concerts. So we call it the Lake Charles Film and Music Festival.
Gotcha.
But we slacked off on the bands. But we went back to just the Lake Charles Film Festival. Some people still say music festival, but we do include music videos. So I guess it still is a music festival.
Once again, you sneak right under the line with that.
Yeah, man, just like Pete Rose sliding.
I did notice
our younger audience knows who Pete Rose is.
Yeah. Do you know I saw Pete Rose the other day, and I bet you 10-1 I don't see him again.
How's he doing?
No, just kidding. It was a gambling joke. 10-1, like odds. Anyway, never mind.
How's his mama and them?
How's his mama and them? So tell us how someone gets involved in this. Like if there's a filmmaker out there who wants to be seen, what's the process and what does someone go through?
Okay, every year we open submissions. It's called the call for entries, and we use a platform called filmfreeway.com.
Okay.
And we're exclusive to them. You can't submit it any other way. You have to go through that platform, and you upload your film to them, and then you submit it to us. And as months go by, we get a lot of entries. We have different deadlines. We have like an early bird, and then we have the regular. We have a late deadline, and then we have the absolute final no more submission deadline. Okay?
We really, really mean it this time.
That's good. Yeah. But after that's over, we look at all the films, and the ones that we think are quality enough to show at the festival, we send those to our judges. We have a panel of judges. They're all out of state, and they look over them and they score each one, and then they send us back the scorecards. And then we'll look at whatever our venue is and how many screens we have, and we find out, how much time we have to show the films. So then we start looking at run times and plugging them in here and there on our screens to come up with a schedule. And once that schedule's filled, we'll go at the highest rated films first from the judges. And once we fill all the slots, I hate to do that, but when we're filled, we're filled.
Right.
Some people just won't get in, even though they have some good films. It's just logistics. Plugging them into these slots.
Right.
But once that's done, then we look back at the judges' scorecards, and we come up with a first, second, and third place winner in each category. And then those are awarded trophies and certificates at the festival.
Real trophies.
Yeah, real.
Like, would you have an example of what one of these trophies could look like?
Right here.
Whoa!
I'll show you this. This is from some previous festivals that the winners weren't there to claim their award, and we couldn't get in touch to get an address. But this is a third place. It's bronze colored. The second place is same trophy but silver.
Oh.
And you see it's got a little pirate logo on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then our top award that everybody tries to get is called the Scallywag.
Arr.
And it's a pirate.
That's cool.
And it used to look different. We changed it last year because the old pirates we would get are no longer in production.
Oh, okay.
We couldn't get them anymore. So they said, well, how about this? And I was like, yeah, sure. Because we wanted to keep it with the pirate theme.
Right.
And our festival is pirate themed.
Why is it pirate themed? There
are
many people who would not know why.
Yeah. Lake Charles and Calcasieu Parish has tons of pirate legend and lore. Jean Lafitte roamed these waters in his boats way back, when the pirates were everywhere. Pirates were running amok. And, he would come here and hide from ships, from the Gulf.
Right.
He'd come down all the rivers and lakes until he got to Lake Charles, and he made friends with the people here, and they would party, and the citizens would hide him, in their houses if the government came looking for him. But he was known all around here in the Texas coast, all the Gulf Coast cities and stuff. And with it, there's a lot of legend and lore. Like we have Contraband Bayou that meanders through the city here.
Yeah.
It's legend that he dumped treasures in the bayou when the government caught up with him,
Dude, what are we doing here?
So, yeah, there's people that come and they dive and they try to find this buried treasure. And but if you look at our bridge on the Interstate 10, the railings all across on both sides have the cross pirate pistols, Jean Lafitte's pistols.
Yes.
And that's really cool. Man.
It really is. Of course, the bridge, you're holding your breath while you drive over it.
Yeah.
But, it is awesome. That wrought iron is so cool.
And I'll tell you, I'm going to plug a local artist here, Candace Alexander. She's a great artist in Louisiana. And she actually got a hold of some old pistols. I guess when they repaired a section, they had to remove some. They have them in museums here and there. But she got a hold of a set of the guns, and she did a casting.
Oh.
And she makes the guns out of different material, resin or whatever.
Yeah.
They look exactly like them, and you can get them in different colors. You can get them black, bronze, silver.
Cool.
You can get them actually gold plated.
What's her name again?
Candace Alexander. She has Alexander Art Studio here. You can look her up online.
Awesome.
But she does a lot of Southwest Louisiana art, Cajun art, stuff like that.
Very cool.
Very talented. Does a lot of Mardi Gras posters and stuff every year for festivals and things around here.
For Contraband Days?
Contraband Day, yep. She's very well known. Just a super professional. So check her out.
Very cool.
But, I know I have a set of these guns hanging on my wall, and our mutual friend Kendall Fontenot, he's got a set of them. So
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deal here in Lake Charles. And then our sports teams like Barb High Schoolers, the Barb Buccaneers.
Arr.
And every year we have, it used to be called Contraband Days. Now it's called the Louisiana Pirate Festival. We have that here in Lake Charles every year.
Okay, I didn't know the name had changed.
We've got groups that dress like pirates called the Buccaneers, and they have mock-up pirate ships, and
that's cool. Do they all go "arr"?
Well, they do. And one year I think they do it. They try to do it every year. They'll capture our mayor here in Lake Charles, and they'll make him walk the plank into the lake. They'll also
what's the name of that lake again?
Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Is it? No, it's not Chuck.
I know. I just remembered.
What?
It's Lake Charles.
There you go.
Yeah, but they'll come and they'll arrest all of the officials and put them in jail.
Uh-huh.
And then they have like fundraisers to release them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen that kind of stuff.
It's a lot of fun. It's
Walk
a lot
the
of
plank. That's awesome.
concerts. And one year they brought in for a concert Captain Hook. Yeah. So they try to do some pirate themed stuff.
Little bungle in the jungle there, huh?
Yeah. And then when we had our ice hockey team, it was the Ice Pirates.
Yeah, great movie.
So it's all about pirates here in Lake Charles.
That's awesome. But
so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the film festival. That's why we're pirates.
The film festival. I don't even remember that. But yeah, now that you bring it up. So it's going to be for 2 days, October 1st and 2nd.
1st and 2nd. It's that Friday on the 1st. It's only for 2 hours. It's from 6 to 9. I say 2 hours. It's only for 4 hours, 6 to 9. That evening is kind of our kickoff night.
That's 3 hours, but
5 to 9. I'm sorry.
I was told there would be no math.
Hey, I was taught math by a pirate.
Arr.
Arithmetic. Anyway,
so
yeah, 4 hours.
Needless of the hours that are actually there on Friday.
4 hours Friday nights, our kickoff night.
Okay.
And then on a Saturday, we go from 11 to I think 6 at night. 6 in the evening.
Okay. And so what will people expect? Okay, first of all, where is it?
Okay, this year we're having it in an actual movie theater, Cinemark Theater at the mall in Lake Charles, the Preon Lake Mall.
Uh-huh. And it's not in the mall, but it's next to it?
Well, it's actually, if you walk out the back exit of the mall, you're looking at the theater.
Okay, Got you. And how many of the screens are you guys taking over?
Well, this year it's a test run, and we just have one screen.
Okay.
But the theater, it holds like 120 people or so.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be good. And it's Cinemark, man. The seats are comfortable. Leather. You're gonna have a great screen, great sound. We got a great concession stand there. So I think everybody's going to enjoy it.
Okay, so right here we're going to put up those schedules of the movies. And so if somebody sees something that they want, how do they go about seeing it? Do they just show up at the theater and buy a ticket?
Yeah, just show up. We kept tickets really cheap. For Friday night, it's $5.
Wow.
Saturday, it's $10 for all day on Saturday.
That's a great deal.
And I'll tell you, go to our website to buy tickets. They're not going to be sold through the theater, through Cinemark. So you can't go up to the ticket booth. Go to LakeCharlesFilmFestival.com. Look at the news tab, and there'll be a link for tickets.
Okay.
And the only other way to get them is if you show up at the theater, we'll have a table inside the lobby.
Right.
And it will be cash only and exact cash. We won't be making any change.
Okay.
But that's only if there's any tickets left.
Right. So if you want a ticket, you need to go.
There's tickets going through that website.
Wow. That's awesome, because you've got a great lineup. I think you've got Westerns. You've got comedies, you've got horror, which I'm super excited about. I'm going to be interviewing a couple of the directors over the next couple of days and have them on here. And they look like there's going to be some really cool movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you also, I noticed in the festival, you have music videos.
We do.
Yeah. And then
we've got animation. We got student films.
Documentaries.
Yeah.
Something about Lugaroo. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But so if someone wants to come on, they're going to go on and they're going to go into this website and they're going to buy the tickets.
Yep.
And then they show up. And is it all the normal standards? You could get popcorn and Coke stuff over there. Okay. Yeah. All right. So after each film,
it's not reserved seating. It's first come, get a seat. If you get up and leave, somebody takes your seat. You got to sit somewhere else. So you
okay.
You don't have reserved seating.
All right, and of course, in this days of the COVID kerfunkel, what about the masks?
Right, the theater has a policy. You have to wear a mask.
Okay.
While you're there, but once you're seated, they say if you're eating, but I mean, if you're eating or if you're just seated, what's the difference?
Okay.
You can remove your mask and watch the films.
All right, great. And aside from the movies, you have something called a 48-hour film run.
Yeah,
What was that?
48-hour film sprint.
Film
And
sprint, right?
yeah, we do this every year, and 2 weeks prior to the festival. So it just happened this past weekend.
Okay.
We have teams that compete to make a small short film, 3 to 10 minutes long, and they only have 48 hours to make.
No way.
And what we do is it's free for them to compete, and you can be located anywhere in the world.
Okay.
Because it's all done online. The directions are given online.
Uh-huh.
And once you finish your film, you submit it back online. So you can be located anywhere. In fact, one year I invited the astronauts of the International Space Station.
Cool.
But they didn't respond. So
they didn't have the
I think
space.
they did repeat. They did compete, but they didn't finish their film.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. That's probably why.
But you can really be located anywhere. I mean,
well, I did Australia. You've got somebody coming from, or their film is coming from.
But I'll tell you, this year, in the past, we've usually had like 5 or 6 films, teams that made these films for 48 hours. This year we had 21 entries.
Wow.
21 registrations. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, after the 48 hours was over, that deadline, we only got 12 films. 9 films made the deadline, and then 3 more came in afterwards, and we're still going to show theirs.
Yeah.
So we have a total of 12 sprint films.
That is cool.
And here's what's going to be interesting when you're watching them. We had 3 criteria that had to be in each film. Okay.
Okay.
And let me see my notes here. Don't have it on my notes. Let me see if I can remember. Number 1, you had to have a main character named Colt Mantooth.
Oh,
so all 9
that Brick Mantooth's brother?
Yeah, all 9 films, you're going to have to see how they decided to use that character. Okay. And listen for the name. That they had to have these 3 to qualify.
All right.
Okay. The second thing, they had to have a prop of a frisbee. Frisbee had to be used as a prop in their film. Okay. And then third, we borrowed a line from Game of Thrones. They have to have this line of dialogue that says, "That's what I do. I drink and I know things." So all 12 films have to have those 3 items in it.
So, for example, Colt Mantooth could be playing frisbee golf with someone and say, "That's what I do. I drink and I know things."
Right. Or it could be some cowboys in a saloon, and
excuse me.
Frisbee comes through the door and hits one up,
That is really cool. Well, I can't wait to see how these groups all use that. Is it, and you said there it could only be from, you said 3 to 9 minutes?
3 to 10 minutes.
3 to 10 minutes. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So are like the people who have made them, are any of those people going to be at the festival as well?
A lot of them will be. A lot of the filmmakers, cast, and crew will be there.
Wow. So that would be a great opportunity.
The general film buffs and then family and friends of those filmmakers, and then just some locals who happen to walk into the wrong theater.
Wait a minute, Martha, this ain't that Cruella. No, but still, there's some very interesting titles.
Hey, Clint Eastwood. It's like Cry Macho.
So this would be a good idea if you're out there interested in independent filmmaking. This would be a good place to make some contacts, ask some questions, and learn about what it does take to make one.
Right. And I'll tell you, in the past, we usually have celebrity guests, and we have professional filmmakers who do workshops. We have filmmakers or screenwriters that come in and do workshops. But because of COVID, we couldn't get commitments. And we're trying at this theater now. We didn't have the classrooms here. So maybe next year we'll bring that back to the festival, but that was always fun,
Yeah, and you've had some cool guests over the years.
Yeah.
William Katt, you've got a couple of Shazams, right?
Yeah, we had both actors that played Captain Marvel in the 70s, and we had the actor that played Billy Batson.
That's awesome.
And we've had the boy and girl from Land of the Lost.
The Sleestack, did he show up?
There were some Sleestacks there, but our mayor ran them off,
Well, that's cool. Well, yeah, because of COVID, we've got to make some sacrifices, but next year it's going to be bigger and better. the
Bigger and better.
11th annual film festival, and maybe we can
Yeah.
get some of those people back.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely try to have another celebrity guest or two.
That's going to be awesome, man. Well, is there anything else that people out there need to know about the Lake Charles Film Festival?
Well, I would like to tell you about a couple of films that I found interesting.
Okay.
There's one, it's a feature-length steampunk adventure.
The Sphere.
Right. What was the name? Let me look at my notes here. It was Secret Within the Sphere.
Yeah, I saw that. That's like an hour and 10 minutes long or something.
Yeah, it's a feature-length movie. We're showing it. I think it's our closing film Friday night.
Okay.
And it's, I'll tell you, it's made by a U.S. Army full bird colonel.
Wow.
And we've had some of his films in the past at our festivals. And when he was started submitting them when he was a major.
Okay.
And now,
Major film.
then he was a lieutenant colonel submitting them. Now he's a full bird colonel.
That is
I
really
mean, I can't wait till he's a general making films. You know?
Secretary of State, just keep going.
Yeah.
Will he be there?
I don't think he will. He's been to one of our past festivals. So he used to be stationed at Fort Polk. That's how he found out about us. But now he's moved on. He's been in Korea, and he's moving around countries and in the States and stuff. So I don't think he's going to be there. But his film's steampunk. I've always been interested in steampunk.
Yeah.
That's what caught my attention. But I mean, they're flying around in these blimps, like airships. With
Zeppelins. I saw that.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
I think that's going to be a fun one. I'll tell you about another one out of Texas. I think the filmmaker's in Houston, but you know how Beaumont area is called, is referred to as Boomtown because of all the oil wells stuff. Well, this is a Western that this guy made, and it's called, I think it's Boomtown, The Beginning.
Okay.
And it's a short film. It's like 20 minutes long, but dude, it's a Western. That's
cool. I saw that. That's cool.
And let's see, I think one of your interviewees was Brooke Hebert.
Yes.
Okay, Brooke, very good filmmaker from the Lafayette area. And she's got two shorts.
That's right.
And I think in the past, she's had films in our festival. And we have another festival, a spinoff of the Lake Charles Film Festival, that's only short films, and it's called the Calcasieu Parish Short Film Festival. We do that every spring, and the next one will be our fifth one.
Oh, okay.
She had films that played in that, and her films are pretty decent. I'm telling you, for independent filmmaker with low budget, she does a great job.
Yeah, she's got two. What is it? Pumpkin,
and it's a sequel to her other one called The Chills.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and she is becoming a festival director. The next year.
Right.
She's starting was it called a horror film festival?
Southern Gothic, I believe.
Southern Gothic.
Yep. It got postponed because of COVID. But I saw that she's moved it. Is it to March?
March 2022.
Okay, we're gonna find out for sure when I have her on the show this weekend.
I definitely plan on being there. And, I'm glad she's doing it. She's gonna have a lot of fun. I mean, it's hard work, but she's gonna enjoy it.
I appreciate the hookup because I'm so far. I'm going to be interviewing her, and is it Mr. Wild? We'll be doing an interview with him, and then I've got about 3 other people that I'm hoping to get lined up, so that hopefully we'll have an interview every day next week leading up to your show.
Are you talking about Bart Wild?
Bart Wild, thank you, Bart Wild.
Dude, you want to hide your wife? Right now, don't let him see her. And if you got any boudin or anything like that laying around, hide it.
Or eat it. I'll just eat it.
Or eat it, yeah.
Just jump on that boudin
that
grenade.
Bard is just like his name, he's a wild man.
Awesome. Yeah, he's got is that the Lugaroo?
That is. Yeah.
Yes. That's going to be cool. So I'm really looking forward to it, to finally coming. I'm just so glad you finally asked me because, you've never told me about this before. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So once again, to wrap up, it's going to be the Lake Charles Film Festival. Will be at the Cinemark Theater right off of Lake Prion. Was it Prion Lake Mall?
Prion Lake
Mall. And it'll be Friday night. And then
for those 2 hours.
And this Saturday, and we're going to have all of this. I'm going to grab, your photos and your schedules, and I'll have it at the end of these episodes.
Cool.
And people will have to go to www.lakecharlesfilmfestival.com to buy their tickets to make sure they'll have a seat.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Jamie, you disappointed me, man.
How's
You
that?
said we were going to wrap up. I thought you were.
No,
My name's Jamie. I like feature films.
no, people would pay me not to do that. That's the way to keep Fave 5 ad free. I could threaten to sing on each episode. Man, the money would just pour in. Well, this is great. I've had a great time with you, Pat, and I'm looking forward to being there on Friday and Saturday of next week to watch some good films and eat some popcorn.
Great, man.
Awesome. Well, I'll see you there, sir.
I said I can't wait to see you.
Me too. It's sorry it has to be this face, but it's what you get. Well, great. Well, thank you so much for being here. I want to thank all of you out there in the podcast universe for joining us for this bonus episode. And remember, folks, it may not be the best. It may not be the popular. Oh, wait, that's not even this show. Never mind. You guys have a great day. This is Hulk Boy from Hollywood signing off.
Good night, Grayson.
You silly.